All right, we should be live. Hopefully you guys can hear me on YouTube. Hello, YouTube land. We are recording on Telegram as well. Thank you guys for joining us. This is EMP.Money. This is our daily live AMA and Detonator rollover event. Another awesome day at EMP. Things have been fairly steady over the last 24 hours since our last AMA. We touched PEG. We actually printed for one epoch overnight, and now we've come back down again. But we're still at about one peg, exactly at one, which is incredible. I mean, again, the system is designed to maintain between a 1.00 and a 1.01 peg, and we've been bouncing around all in there over the last few days while the markets are still super uncertain. So, again, it's very healthy. The protocol is amazing. The liquidity is still really strong. Again, even with ETH not really recovering, we gained about a million LP, $1 million in liquidity over the last like 48 hours. So that's super bullish. Again, liquidity is always king, and that is going to be the best metric. So TVL will go up and down because that's based on dollar value. And it's also a good metric of the growth of the protocol, but the sustainability and the health. Make sure you monitor that liquidity overall. To have 16 million in liquidity is insane. I mean, most other tomb forks at our level have maybe a million in liquidity if they're lucky. So that should just show how awesome it is. So, all right, we're gonna jump right into Detonator. Give me 1 minute while I pull up my screen. All right, here she is, Detonator, our shining light. Another awesome day. We've seen a bunch of volume coming in and out of Detonator. Lots of claiming. Which again, I mean, if you're taking profits responsibly, that's okay. Those that just straight claim from the from day one are going to get diluted and actually takes them longer to ROI that way. But if you're moving those claims into the farms and putting that LP to work, then that's a great way to, again, take profits responsibly. So, even that being said, we're still growing, we're still looking insanely healthy. We haven't seen any big snipes yet today. 77 LP. We'll see if that holds up. You never know. 266 took it yesterday, but we've usually been seeing about 500 LP take it. That's the risk that you take. Again, those of you that are new, we give away 1% of our reward to the largest depositor of the day, and that drives a lot of volume into the contract and is a really important game theory of the actual ecosystem um, to not only continue the pool balance to grow, but also to reward those that are already in. So again, it's a misconception sometimes that people think it's a unfair advantage to whales, but really it's the whales that are allowing all of us to ROI. So and if you're already in the contract, you're getting 6% of that deposit is split amongst all the users that are already in. So that's where the instant rewards come from, and is really bullish long term for the project. So, all right, again, just to recap, any of you that are new, this is EMP.Money. We are an algorithmic coin pegged to the price of Ethereum. That's very different than being an algorithmic stable coin like Luna and some of the other projects that have failed. We're pegged to a price appreciating asset, which is a whole different ballgame, and why we've seen such great success so far, because they're able to earn insane APRs while still having exposure to Ethereum. So that's a brief overview of what the project is. And Detonator is a daily ROI contract. You deposit LP tokens and you get 365% on your investment over a period of time. So right now it's been paying about 1% a day. It may go below 1%, it may go above 1%, but the 365 over the lifetime is what we guarantee. So again, as long as there's funds in the contract, it is a game, but the idea is that this is the most sustainable ROI contract ever created. So, all right, Bull, are you there? My co-host with the most.
Yeah, I am here. The crypto seas are rough, but I think there's pretty smooth sailing here on the EMP ship and being captained really well. So you guys keep up the good work. The crew is all in line, and we're just waiting for your direction.
No doubt, brother. Well, again, we're here to help educate and to put you in the right direction. But at the end of the day, it's you guys that are pressing the buttons and are responsible for your financial future. And we just created an amazing opportunity by just deploying code on the internet to help make that happen. So yeah, absolutely, Bull. So all right, well, we got about 4 minutes left. I'll do a 1 minute warning and then a 30-second countdown. Um, pool balance still looking really healthy. 48,521 LP. We just broke $3.2 million, with Ethereum being about $2,000 at the moment. And yeah, we'll see how much volume we get at the very end. We may break 49,000 LPs today, but even if we don't, again, I mean, the pool balance will go up, it will go down. It's just the way these contracts operate. And if we did see the contract begin to drain over multiple days or weeks, even, we do have the ability to implement a multiplier, which will give new, fresh deposits a bit of a boost. And that's a great way to, again, ensure this goes on for a long time. So, all right, we got a snipe right there, 103 LP. Let's see if that holds up. Again, a little early, but he's being safe, or he or she, they're being conservative. You never know with the blockchain. There may be some issues with last minute deposits. Um, so that's a good way to hedge your bet. Get in a little bit early. And, this is a lossless lottery and benefit system. So even if you don't win the lottery or win the largest depositor, you're still getting credit for all your deposits. So again, it's very, very fair and balanced. So, all right, Bull, are you excited? Yep, go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, man. I was going to tell everybody get your last minute tickets in. The ticket count is a little lower than yesterday, so your odds are better today than yesterday.
Yeah, there you go. So again, that's a great way to look at again your like Bull said your odds. So we display how many tickets there are, and that would be a good way to measure whether you maybe want to go heavier in on Detonator on one day as opposed to the other. But the best time to get into Detonator is yesterday. So don't delay. That was a big topic of our discussion in the AMA yesterday is analysis paralysis. Um, again, don't ape into something, but start participating as soon as you can to get the most, rewards over time. So, all right, almost here. 1 minute and 25 seconds.
Ooh, I feel a big snipe coming on.
Yes, I think we're going to see one today. Again, snipes have been all over the place, and we'll see if it holds up. Good luck to 103. We'll see if we get multiples here at the end. And again, make sure you're compounding, getting credit for all those tickets. If you're compounding, you actually get a ticket at a little bit of a reduced rate. So that again incentivizes you to do that. So, all right, here we go. Under a minute. 2,451 participants in the contract, still super early, and we're excited to see it continue to grow and expand. Daily Burst has been keeping up amazingly well. Everything is just looking phenomenal. So, all right, here we go. 30 seconds. Good luck, everyone. 25 seconds. 20 seconds.
Here we go.
15
There's
seconds.
150. 150.
150 just came in. I'm lagging a little. Here we go. Will 150 take it? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 216, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is 216 going to take it? Holy shit. All right, let's refresh.
I'm checking right now.
222. Nice. Looked like last minute 222 came in. Holy hell, that means we had a quadruple snipe. Oh man, that was an insane amount of last minute volume. Let me go ahead and
I
refresh.
see. I see
No,
216 was the
222.
winner.
Oh, so that's what happened, Bull. 222 was a little bit late. So
Yep.
222 is now the largest for today. Oh man, we haven't seen that happen in a while, brother. So
They're going to be sweating it out for the next 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 50 seconds. So
they will. Wow. Some insane last minute volume. Again, with the rollover as well. For those of you that don't claim or compound within the 24-hour window, those rewards go back into the pool. You're still able to earn on those rewards, so you're not losing out. But um, that's a substantial amount of LP that goes back in. And between that and the last minute volume, we are now at 49,424 LP. About $66,000 entered the contract within the last 1 minute. So, man, that was epic. Congrats to all of you that participated. And yep, that 222 now, they get to sweat it out for a full 24 hours. We'll see if that holds up for them. Uh, Again, you know, you don't want to be too late because it rolls into the next day. But you don't want to be too early either, you know, unless you just try to get a deal and hope that those that are sniping have a problem or mess up. So the game theory is really extraordinary, and honestly, I think it's undervalued. I think a lot of people, you know, are not fans of the top deposit prize or think that it might be unfair. But that is really an important feature of what makes this contract so special. So, yeah, Bull, anything you want to add to that before we jump into the updates of the day?
yeah, you know, even if you aren't the lottery winner or the largest sniper, you are still, you know, in the contract here in the detonator, and that's a 365 contract, you know, turning paper hands into diamond hands. And so, I mean, everybody's a winner regardless if you win that lottery prize or the largest sniper.
For sure, brother. And, you know, if you're in Detonator, you're a winner regardless, because not only is it a way to earn, we have about 12 different ways to earn within the platform, but by being a participator in Detonator, you're also helping your EMP bags with a lot of locked liquidity, um, and what helps us not only maintain PEG, but also defend against going too far below PEG. And that's what we've seen over the last, you know, 2 weeks. Even with the crypto apocalypse, you know, we're not out of the woods yet. So, but it's looking a lot better than it was. And as long as you have a long-term vision, um, as soon as ETH recovers, you're going to be have your mind blown in terms of dollar value when things get back. So, all right, awesome. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my desktop. Again, Detonator looking incredible. 49,438. Let's see if we break that 50,000 LP tomorrow. Will be exciting if we do. If not, that's okay too. Again, it's about managing your expectations and emotions, but Detonator is an absolute beast. We cannot argue with that. So, all right, let me pull up my desktop. Give me one moment.
And I'll just point out to people that even if you aren't interested in the detonator, it's possible someone you know is. So I would encourage you as a owner of this system to highlight it to people that you think might be interested in crypto, and maybe even those that aren't. You know, as you're becoming an expert here in the system, and you feel more comfortable telling your family and friends, The greatest thing here is all of the sustainability elements, the pieces of the puzzle here that are falling into place for all of us. And if you like what you see, I'm sure these guys got more up their sleeves. So I'm anxiously waiting to see what they have. So but as most people know, I have a lot of family members in this in different parts of the system using different strategies, and that's a great thing is that there's at least 10 different ways to earn. You can be completely hands off, or you can be down in the dirt, planting your crops and farming.
Absolutely, Bull. Awesome, brother. And again, this is looking great. We're an all-time high on our YouTube viewers, so shout out to all of you on YouTube. We have about 40 people on YouTube, and we have about 60 on our Telegram. So that's 100 people today. Again, the social media numbers continue to go up, and we're looking really good. So just wanted to point that out real fast. And yeah, I mean today. Uh, was not really a bunch of updates for you. We went over a lot. What we are focusing on this week is our new sister project. So we're doing a lot of work behind the scenes for our new Pulse Chain algo project. We've teased it many a time. Today was a full day of getting all the infrastructure in place. Um, we have again, I get so excited. I can't wait to show all of you what we're building. We finalized the economics. Now we're building out our socials. Those that are super good at researching may be able to get a little bit of insight on what it is if you can find it. But that's a challenge to all of you out there, I guess. But we should be able to go public by Wednesday or Thursday of this week. Again, this is just all of our socials. We have a landing page. And our basic docs will have the economics, but this is just to build the community and get everybody ready for when Pulse Chain is live. So realize that this isn't a go live date. There could be a lot more in the works as far as when Pulse actually releases, and even when Pulse releases, we have to have a lot of the code repositories up, and the infrastructure has to be there on Pulse mainnet before we can migrate our code to that. Because Pulse is, Solidity based code. I mean, it's a fork of Ethereum, so all the code is already done. It's just a lot more to it than that, and making sure we're set up. So, long story short. Um, Again, I don't want to give the name away quite yet, but this new Pulse project will be launching, at least from a social media standpoint, and getting the troops ready this week. So that's my major alpha for today. We want everybody to get really hyped about it. And remember, those that are in EMP and those that are VIPs and proven to be good actors, and even if you're not a VIP, or you're just an EMP holder, that you're going to be getting the majority of the value from this new project. So the way that we have it set up, again, is revolutionary, and I can't wait to tell you what we've come up with. But it's a way for EMP holders to be rewarded the most inherently. So, yeah, really excited. Bull, are you excited?
My chest, my heart is pounding right now because I'm super psyched because like I said, I read every post, I listen to all the AMAs. Obviously, I'm here, so I'm eagerly anticipating, this launch, the launch of Pulse Chain, and kind of getting it all rolling. And so, yeah, I mean, everything that you guys have got brought us here, like I know is going to be great over there. And so, just to mention too, I'm sure we'll see a lot of new people over there that are Hexicans that maybe aren't here. So we're going to take that EMP community spirit over to there and show all those people some love.
For sure, brother, and that's a great point. I mean, I'm an original Hexican. I know there's a lot of Hexicans in our chat. I did a personal sacrifice and more money than I'd ever would care to admit into Pulse and Pulse X, because I believe on what is the future of a low fee platform, with a really strong community. And again, we want to be there. And you know, whether or not it's an Ethereum killer or not, the fact that we now are going to be on both protocols, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter because even if it was took a big large share of Ethereum, which again, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think the layer twos are in trouble, meaning Avalanche and Phantom and um, all the other layer twos, Chronos. But I think ETH is still the top dog. But Pulse could be easily be right behind it, and if that happens, there'll be more money in the ecosystem than any of us can even imagine. So you're getting in on the ground floor. Even if you did not sacrifice for Pulse, we'll be releasing a lot of information on how to get onto Pulse Chain. We may even have our own bridge set up to do it in-house. We have a lot of stuff we're working on. So again, we're just this is the soft launch. Um, where we build a community, we get people excited, we bring them over, and again, once we're live, there'll be plenty of time to plan and prepare for that. But now it's about getting everybody over and teaching them on how to be good actors, how to participate. Um, and like Bull said, we want to have open arms to the Pulse Chain community and the Hex community. There's a lot of tribalism over there, but understand if they know that the founders are 100% behind Pulse and Hex, we can get a lot more traction with them as well. And to my knowledge, we will be the first algo project on Pulse. So again, with exposure to Pulse itself. All right, that's the alpha for today. I really don't have a lot. Again, we're going to be really busy this week. A lot of the AMAs may be a little bit shorter this week because we do need to get this new project up and running. But remember, EMP will always be our number one priority. We just have a short-term focus on getting things up and rolling. So,
So
Bull,
AJ,
anything? Yeah, good. You want to add?
yeah, man, would it be fair to say for the people that have sacrificed here at EMP that they maybe have a better standing into the new project?
Yeah, for sure, brother. So we had toyed around with a bunch of ideas. We were gonna do an actual sacrifice of EMP. We may still incorporate that with a secondary game that gives you access to the protocol early by the amount you sacrifice. But we came up with a much better option, which again, whenever I tell you, you're gonna be like, oh, of course, because it makes so much sense. But um, we have a way of literally distributing value to all the EMP holders without having to worry about a sacrifice. By doing this, again, it's not gamified. So, we could have if we did a sacrifice, you could buy EMP and then just dump it into the sacrifice and not have been here for the long run. You just do it as a an earning opportunity. But we want to reward those that have been EMP for the long run and will continue to be in EMP for the long run. So the way we have it structured will give value to those people the most, and that's again a better solution to the problem, so to speak, of again rewarding emperors that are here for the long run. So again, I know it's pretty vague, but once we announce what we're doing, you're gonna be like, oh, of course, that is brilliant. So all right, awesome. Yeah,
That,
yeah,
I like that. I have an analogy for up and to the right if anybody wants some new stuff.
for sure. Go ahead, Bull. And then I also want to invite. I think I see him. Sorry to interrupt you, Bull. Actually,
Reeves?
he may be busy. So let's bring him on first. So
Okay.
we have a special guest, Treebs. If you're available, brother, one of our OGs from projects past, and now he's a big player in EMP as well. And he was the lottery winner yesterday. So Treebs, are you there, brother?
Yeah, can you hear me, man?
Yeah, bro. Good to hear from you, man. Talk about a blast from the past, bro. How you been?
Good, man. I know. I hope you've been doing good as well.
Yes, brother, no
Yeah,
doubt. So I heard
well,
you won last night, huh?
yeah. It's actually my second win. So that's one thing I was going to comment on about the people that got out sniped. Just if you just keep compounding, keep it up, you could still win again. Like the my first big deposit, I got out sniped, and then I won the random because of the 50 tickets. So yeah, it just all I've been doing since I won the random the first time was just compound, 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 and it pays off. Now I'm top 20 on the leaderboard, which is crazy to think.
Awesome, brother. Hell yeah. Again, bro. I know, we try to explain it to people. Um, but you're the living proof. Those and that's again, not only is compounding so important from a building your position standpoint, but like Treep said, you're getting the maximum amount that you can as far as tickets. So again, those that may be outsniped or those that feel discouraged. As long as you're compounding, and again, I mean, we always say you're able to take profit. Couch does a great strategy on taking profit um, based on hours instead of days. So those of you that do have larger bags that still want to have credit for all the tickets, you can divide the hours out to still accomplish the same ratio. So again, for instance, you let your rewards build up for like 7 hours and then claim that, and then compound the rest. So you're still able to get credit for tickets without draining the contract. So yeah, awesome treats. Well, glad to have you, bro. I know you've been a big player in a lot of protocols, and we're happy to have you supporting us. And congrats on the win last night.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Hey,
Yeah.
Bull, I have one question, man. Um, so the AMAs that are done during the day with Lunez or whoever hosts them, do they not get recorded?
I'll mention that to Lunos. I know that he records them. I just don't know that he posts them because I generally check to see if he's recording it. But I know he's going to be back for the Wednesday one, according to his timeline. So, but I will follow up with him and let you know, or just make an announcement on that.
Yeah, okay. I was just curious if I just wasn't seeing them getting posted somewhere, like if they were in Discord only, maybe. Okay, yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, yeah, I'll talk to Lunas too. I know he had some family commitments the last 2 or 3 days. So, but yeah, typically they are recorded, and he has the ability to pin them. So I'll double check on that too, Treeps. So, all right, awesome. All right, Bull, that was all my info, my guest speakers for today. We can open it up to some questions, and then I gotta be out of here a little bit early tonight, but we have time, bro. So go ahead.
Okay, up and to the right.
Yes, that
So
was. I
when
want to
when
hear
you
about that first. Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
okay, up and to the right. So when we all look at, like ETH or Bitcoin or whatever it might be, any coin that's successful is up and to the right. When you look at that macro view, it almost always just looks like a straight line up and to the right. But when you really zoom in on it, you'll see the peaks and the valleys in what appeared to be a straight line. And so those peaks and valleys, that's where all the work is performed, especially in the valleys, because that's where you learn to manage your expectation. And that's where you have to put in the work to figure out what you're doing wrong to fix it. So when you're looking at it and you see those peaks and the valleys, just remember the work is going to fill in all of those, and that's what makes that straight line of up and to the right.
Perfect. Yep. And again, we talked about that a lot yesterday. For those of you, again, feel free to join our YouTube and look at some old AMAs. But for sure. So, Couch, are you there, bro? You want to add anything?
No, it's everything's fine. Just say hi. And Goopy have another question in the Telegram. So it's about safety and security.
Okay, yeah. What? Go ahead and read me that one. We'll take that one first.
Yeah, Guppy says like, what security measures are in place to keep the EMP community safe from contract exploit, vulnerabilities, or bad actors? From a newcomer perspective, security is a top priority, and I want to know how you guys keep everything secure and that investment are safe.
For sure. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Couch. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, guys, I mean, security is the number one priority. We've been around the DeFi space long enough to know, that we want to have a great spot to put your money. Now, again, shit happens. We've taken every single possible step that we can to avoid shit from happening. Again, we've forked out any of the exploits that were in the original Tomb code. Um, we have we don't rely on cheap servers that can be hacked. I know a lot of front end hacking has been happening lately. We have a full-time on-chain analysis expert in our army that is literally monitoring the code every day that he's up, every hour he's up. Not only looking at the economics of incoming and outgoing transactions, but also if there's anything fishy that we could see and get ahead of. Um, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's about the team we built. We did not hire developers off of Fiverr. We're not a fly by night situation here. All of our core developers have a proven track record, and we've done everything we possibly can to make sure the code is solid and that funds are SAFU. So and Detonator is closed source. Uh, one of the reasons for that, again, it's proprietary, so we don't want somebody stealing it. Because I get emails every single day from people that want to buy Detonator. But the other reason we do that is again to make sure that we have the least amount of attack vectors as possible. So um, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna ever say, because you can't predict the future, that we're exploit proof. Anybody that says that is just lying to you. But it's about how you deal with that and, move forward. I mean, God forbid something did happen, with Detonator or whatever, we would just, migrate the contract and stop the bleeding before it was a problem. So, but everything else is good. I mean, the major thing is the liquidity. So, our protocol has user provided liquidity. So, again, that's the beauty of Tomb Forks is they are inherently very, very safe, just because of the way the mechanics work. So, um, we do not own the liquidity in the protocol. We are going to move towards a hybrid where we do own a lot more of the liquidity, but in the short term, it's all user provided liquidity, which means, again, all of you are the ones that own the liquidity. So liquidity can't be drained, even if there was an exploit, there's nothing to get because all the users own the liquidity. So, again, those are all just some really detailed reasons of why we're inherently safe and that we've done everything we possibly can to minimize risk for all of you. So I hope that was deep dive enough. Bull, anything you want to add or anything I should elaborate on?
No, like I think without going into too much detail, like the flash loans that happen are usually because of some time related within the same block mechanism, and none of that type of economics exist here. The obviously the boardroom has timers, and so there's no flash loan exploitable points in the ecosystem that tend to exist on different types of platforms. So I think that's a point that's um
Yep.
that I'll make. I'm kind of at a loss for words here, but
Yeah, no,
yeah,
that was
like
great, Bull. Yeah, the
okay.
flash loan, that was one thing I didn't mention. So, again, the beautiful part about DeFi too is that we can learn from others' mistakes. So we're always learning, we're always researching, and again, a lot of exploits have come from flash loans. Well, in our system, because we have the boardroom mechanic, there really is no way to have a flash loan attack, because the way flash loans work is that you borrow an insane amount of money and purchase the token with that money and then pay it all back within one block transaction. So, because of that, yes, we are inflationary. Yes, EMP can be minted, but EMP can only be minted through the boardroom, and there's a 6-hour epoch um, to make that happen. So, any e-share that you would, deposit into the boardroom, that's locked in there for 36 hours. So, um, again, tomb forks inherently are fairly safe, especially when they don't include taxing, which again was the downfall of Tomb originally before Harry took over. We got rid of that inherent tax, um, which is a buy and sell tax. And then the other thing is the layered approach. So a lot of other tomb forks have done multiple share tokens and have a layered economy, and that can open up to a lot of arbitrage issues. And again, a reason that we stayed away from that is again to ensure the safety and any exploits um, that may happen. So. And again, I mean, we got to understand there's a major difference between, a hack, an exploit, and a rug pull. I mean, none of which we are hoping to have happen, and but I think a lot of people use the same terminology for things when there's a major difference. So, an exploit is, abusing the system, even though the code is solid, but we've gone over it again and again to ensure that won't happen. Um, and again, our front end is solid. We have, legit servers. We're not like paying some GoDaddy server, or using a fake name to host things. And that's where a lot of the front end exploits are happening. So, and when we do move to the UI, we'll have a test net to again make sure there's no vulnerabilities before we even launch any of that. So, all right, yeah, big discussion on security, but we take it very, very seriously.
So I have a question here on YouTube, and then Greg and then Crypto Pride have their hand raised up. So I think maybe we'll try to rip through this, or have you rip through it, AJ?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Go
So
ahead.
okay, and excuse me if I'm mispronouncing your name, sir, but Joshin Black, from a sustainability perspective, how long do you think is the life cycle of this project? I know that's a tough one to answer, almost
Yeah,
impossible.
yeah. So again, the idea is, tens and tens and tens of years. I mean, ultimately, I would love, and that's the beauty about code is that it can outlive its creators. So I would love to have this be something that we can deploy and have the infrastructure in place that this code will last beyond all of our years that are on here, and it's something that our children, our grandchildren can interact with. I mean, how awesome would it be to gift, your grandchildren a detonator, stake, and that's the kind of shit that we're building. So, yeah, the short answer is forever, hopefully. And again, I mean, could detonator drain to zero? Sure. I mean, if anybody says no, they would be lying to you. But we've done everything we possibly can to make this sustainable, put a team together to continue to make it work, and have the economics that truly lend for something to be sustainable, not just relying on, the greater fool theory, meaning, somebody has to buy your NFT of a a digital JPEG at a higher price for you to make more money. I mean, we actually have an economy that we're building, which is much different than a meme token or some random bullshit coin. So yeah, does that help, Bull? I know again I can't get too specific, but hopefully
Yeah, that
in a
that
long time.
Yeah, man, exactly. I think that's the proper answer. It's a stair-step growth here, and every little piece that gets added is just another staircase or step. And then we here in the army and the community just keep stepping up the steps to the promised land.
Perfect. All right. What else? We got another one on YouTube or?
There's one in the channel, but I think Greg had his hand up, and I unmuted him, and then
Yeah.
after him, Crypto Pride.
Greg, awesome.
Yeah,
What's up,
yeah.
brother? Go ahead, man. How are
Oh,
you?
good. Yeah, yeah. I'm well, man. I hope you're doing well too, AJ. But
Yes,
and
sir.
Bull Gates and I yeah, actually, it's interesting. I mean, with all the hubbub about this big Black Swan event, you know, happening. I don't know. Maybe I'm licking my chops at other people's misfortune, but it really just gave me an opportunity to DCA into the detonator up to my goal all the faster. So I don't know. Like for me, like I've said before, when you're with a stable project or a project that really is built to last, then these dips aren't like death kneels; they're opportunities. It's just kind of a way for me to
For
continue
sure.
an X deposit a lot faster. So but yeah, with that, when it comes to deposits and DCAing, and you kind of touched on this on one of the forums, AJ. I personally, I think it's proper etiquette to try to use a referral link if you did hear about it from someone. Usually it's an influencer. For me, it's Jonathan Seller. After his interview with you guys. So I am curious. If you use a referral link for your first deposit, is that referrer kind of tied to your wallet such that any subsequent deposits will automatically, they'll automatically get that cut, or does one need to use that same referral link each time one makes a deposit?
For sure, Greg.
Can you speak to that a little? Yeah.
Yeah, brother. Thank you for bringing it up. I know you and I were having a discussion on Discord, and I said, "Yeah, man, bring
Yeah.
it up on the AMA so I can tell everybody." So, absolutely. Let me do a deep dive on referrals and the referral link,
Yeah.
and we can go from there. So, all right, awesome. So, yeah, we do offer a referral reward. It's a 3% flat referral on Detonator alone. So, it's not the overall protocol. I'm not a huge fan of, large team building referrals. I think they have their place, but you got to realize that the more referral incentive you give, that is a liquidity drain on the protocol. So I think it's a balance of, again, the incredible marketing that comes with referral links, but also that balance of not draining the contract unnecessarily. So we do offer flat 3% on deposits only. Um, yeah, and you have to be in Detonator to get those rewards. So again, if somebody just was shilling a deposit link, but they never put anything into Detonator, then they don't qualify, and you only qualify for the amount of LP that you put in. So say you deposited, $100 worth of LP into Detonator and then started using your referral link. Well, once that is matched, so in other words, you have $100 of LP in referral rewards, then you're no longer able to earn rewards.
Kidding.
You have to actually add more. So again, this is another, yeah, bro, it's a great way to, again, detour anybody that's trying to game the system or I know a lot of people will do, large referral swaps or, large, where they refer themselves between two wallets to get a discount. We mitigate all of that. So, and then the last thing I want to say as far as that before I talk about the link, was that your rewards go into your stake. So a lot of other protocols will give you referral rewards as instant rewards, um, and then those rewards can be dumped on everybody's heads. So any referral reward that you get goes into the actual LP that you have in Detonator. So it's not instant where you can dump on everyone. So yeah, that's why our referral program is really, really unique and really sustainable. Um, And it's still an opportunity, for those that have a big audience that want to earn a little bit more for what they do. So, and then to answer your question, Greg, again about the link itself. So they are what we call semi-sticky. So what that means is if they use your referral link and they go to Detonator, but they do not deposit, and they go to another part of the website, and then they come back to Detonator, um, but they do not navigate away from Detonator, then it will be intact. If you use a if deposit link and then do not deposit and then navigate away from the website, um, it will reset that and it will also. Oh, I'm getting some background noise, Greg. So yeah, and so that it will reset. And if you use a different referral link, it uses whatever the most recent link that you've used. It will use that. So the best practice I say is to, if you are gonna push a referral link, is to ask your community to just bookmark that referral link. So that's really the fail-safe strategy. But yeah, so did I answer it all?
Yes, in fact, actually, that was the solution that I ended up coming up with. Is like, okay, just what, like I was finding myself actually navigating back to that YouTube video between Crypto Mike and Jonathan each time I went to deposit. So
For sure.
eventually, I was like, wait a second, just bookmark it, make it simple, boom, done. But yeah, I don't know. Like I love all the ideas that you guys implement to make referrals sustainable. Like yeah, like simply having a large audience shouldn't be the only. It shouldn't be the only path to success, and it shouldn't come at the expense of everyone else's success either, right?
Totally.
But yeah, but I do like personally, I do believe that it's just kind of good practice to, I don't know, to reward people that educate the public about these protocols, because Jonathan put his time, his effort, and flew out to hang out with you guys. And
For sure.
I don't know. He was the one. I had heard of EMP.Money before. He was the one that convinced me to jump in because when I found it, I was like, oh great, another tomb fork. I just kind of looked over it. So it was this deep diving that really helped me kind of slip into the ecosystem. So
yeah, no doubt, bro.
that's
And
it.
I love your again, I love your like we've always preached to support those that give you the opportunity and that cover EMP. Again, Jonathan Seller, amazing. I know he's been busy as hell. He's usually in here on our AMAs, so he'll pop in from time to time. But yeah, by all means, if there's somebody in the community or a YouTuber or even maybe you found it through one of the Medium articles that LA did. Make sure that you're always, supporting those that have showed you the opportunity. So, yeah, absolutely great.
Thanks, man.
All right, awesome, brother. Thanks for showing up. And again, you've been an awesome part of the community. We get our emperors from everywhere. I know, Greg showed up after Jonathan, and now he's been here every day, putting in the work, and that's what it's all about. So, yeah. All
yeah,
right.
and like I always say, I'm relatively new to DeFi. There's other people on the call that are. I'm only in this for a few months. If you have questions, it's not a dumb question. Like we're all here early, so raise your hand, ask away. These people love to answer stuff. So
Totally. Never yet.
Crypto
Never. Yep. Go ahead, bro. Who's next? Go ahead, Bull. Yep.
Crypto Pride. I was just trying to keep us on point because you wanted to keep it short. So
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, go ahead. All right.
okay. Crypto Pride, go ahead, buddy.
I just want to say thank you. Whoever thought of the idea of being able to zap in the BUSD, that really helps a lot when it comes to for me calculating the exact number of tickets to put into the detonator. I don't no longer have to figure out how much ETH is worth, 25 or 30 bucks. So I want to thank whoever came up with that idea. I think it's a great improvement to the zap in feature.
Awesome.
And on a side note, a new name for the pulse thing, it has to be Impulse, right?
Oh, I love it. Maybe that's it. There may be some alpha there. Maybe Crypto Pride coming in strong. I mean, that would make sense, right? I mean, that's a pretty
right?
good name. So, no doubt, brother. Again, I can't wait to tell you guys. But they're, again, what do they say? Uh, smart minds, think alike, right? There you go, Crypto Pride. So, for sure, brother. So, yeah, thanks for all the
All right.
coverage, man. And, yeah, we'll be able to announce the name sooner than later, brother. And we look forward to having you do a bunch of coverage on the new project as well, man. So,
Definitely, definitely.
all right, shout out to Crypto Pride. What's your YouTube, man? Give me the link. Make sure you post it. Go ahead, tell me.
Yeah, Crypto Pride.
That's it.
That's
Just
that's the
Crypto
YouTube
Pride.
channel. Yep,
Perfect.
yep.
All right, man. Thanks again, brother. So yeah, we did. We updated the Zap feature on Detonator. You can now zap in with BUSD. And again, the transactions are now optimized as well. So hopefully nobody's getting failed transactions. And the zapping is really powerful too because and again, this is some more alpha for you. Um, I know again, if you have LP tokens, there is a way to see that on chain. But if you're zapping into the detonator, it's a really great way to kind of disguise your snipe of the day. So again, some game theory. That's the beauty of detonator is there are so many strategies and people playing chess rather than checkers on how to maximize the system. So really cool thing. So yeah, zapping into detonator is really important. Just be really careful and again realize whatever you're zapping, that capital is gonna be locked up. So, all right, Bull, what else we got, man?
We got Jungle Moves, and I know Jungle makes Medium posts on EMP, so remember to check out his work on Medium in regards to EMP. Jungle, are you there, buddy?
Hey man, thanks for having me.
Yeah, bro, go
How you
ahead,
doing,
Jungle.
AJs?
Good, bro. How are
Been a
you,
while
man?
seeing
I
your
loved
mics.
your yeah, bro. You did a great Medium article for us as well. You in LA have been killing it over there, so we appreciate it, man. So yeah, bro, how are you?
Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm good, man. It's good hearing your voice. I've just been catching up on all the recordings lately. Even though I don't make it on live, I try to. I do my best to. Do you know what I mean? Just catching up whenever I get the chance to. Make
For
sure to stay
sure.
up to the latest alpha and that. Um, yeah. So I just wanted to ask you. So about the I mean, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the Beanstalk, their exploits. And before that happened, I hear that their protocol was working quite well regarding their credits with bonds. I'm still looking into it, but I believe they allowed people to sort of buy bonds above peg, and that was helping them maintain their ecosystem health. So I was wondering if that is something that could be feasible for EMP in the future.
For sure, Jungle. So yeah, man, I'm very familiar with the project. We again we definitely do our research on other projects on what we can learn and implement. They did have a major exploit and what happened was it was actually an exploit on their governance system. So what happened is there was basically a flash loan against them that became a super majority in their governance system and was able to vote in a proposal to drain the liquidity. So, from what my understanding is, that was how that exploit happened in the first place. And then yeah, I knew that they were rolling out a lot of other strategies, both from venture capitalists and as well as community-led fundraising efforts to get them back to peg and sustainable again. Um, so yeah, I've been looking at what they're doing. Like you said, it's a bond feature. That even though they're not, whether it's above or below peg, there's a way to implement it. So we've been actually having internal discussions about this. That accomplishes the same goal in a different way. So I can't really. I'm not at a point where I can, um, give you a game plan, so to speak. but we definitely have some ideas on, again, another contract on top of the platform um, that would not only give, and again, there would be two separate things. So we also want to make bonds a little more liquid. So right now, if you go into bonds, until we go back over PEG, bonds are very illiquid, meaning you have to sit on them for a long time. And again, that can kind of be a turnoff to some people. So we have two things in the works in regards to bonds. So the first thing would be a way to either swap bonds for nodes or bonds with our treasury um, to make bonds a little bit more liquid. If you want to get out of them without having to wait for us to go back over PEG, but without dumping that EMP on the market after you redeem bonds. Because remember, when you redeem bonds, it defeats the purpose if all you're doing is redeeming bonds and then selling the EMP. You might as well not went into bonds in the first place. The idea is to use that EMP to build your position. So um, that's the first thing in regards to bonds. And then the second thing is, yeah, some sort of again, it accomplishes the same goal that Beanstalk is doing, but in a different manner. So, again, the code name in our meetings has been the PEG protection contract. So we're working on something that could be really exciting for that. So it's all internal now, but we are working on it. So does that help, Jungle?
Yeah, that helps. That helps a lot, man. Yeah, it's a great answer, more than I could have asked, really. So yeah, thank you for that.
All right, brother. No worries. Thank you for all you do. And
Appreciate it, man.
yeah, bro. Anything you ever
Cheers.
need, let me know. Hit me up if you want me to do a one-on-one for any of the Medium articles. I'm always here, man. So,
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm trying to work on the guide now, so in my spare time, I'm just gonna be working on that for now.
all right, killer. Thanks again, bro.
Cheers, man. No
Cheers.
worries.
All right, Bull. There you go. Even more alpha. So yeah, again, code name Peg Protection Contract. We're gonna get there, man. So that's why it pays to stick around and listen to the AMAs. You never know what kind of alpha and first mover advantage you're gonna get by participating. So all right, Bull. Who else we got, man? I got time for like
Okay.
one or two more, brother.
This is a long one, so you might want to just end it with this one.
All right, perfect.
So this is from Thaddeus Prime, and he said, "This is I brought up a suggestion in the Discord and would like to share here. I'm loving all of this Twitter rating, upcoming Twitter community campaigning that ProDegen is putting together in the Discord, but I'm just a little curious. The EMP Twitter account itself doesn't seem all that engaged in the community, liking and replying to tags from investors, sharing or mentioning EMP to other people. Feels like missed opportunities, especially in the aspect of engagement and that triggers the algorithm that tweets live and die on currently. EMP has yet to really explode, and Twitter could really help steer that momentum. So that was a lot to digest, but
For
maybe if
sure.
you could just respond. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I scrolled down. I was trying to see if Demi was on. I don't think he's on tonight. But yeah, Demi has been our social media manager. I mean, we have over 10,000 followers on Twitter, and those are legit. I mean, we're not buying followers, so I totally understand what you're saying about maybe some missed opportunities. But I mean, we are definitely trying to grow organically. Again, I think that especially crypto Twitter can be so toxic. I mean, I mean, I don't have a Twitter personally, because I can't deal with all the drama and the perma bearishness, that I see on Twitter. So I think it's more a matter of making the right connections, and again, scaling in a more responsible manner, than just blasting Twitter and trying to again piggyback on all those random Twitter posts that say, "Show me your next 1000x token." So I mean, again, those of you that are on Twitter, you know what I mean. But that's really not the kind of demographic we're going for. Could it be a pump? To EMP, absolutely, but 9 times out of 10, they don't stick around, and it becomes more of a problem when they're in the ecosystem and not educated. So yeah, again, and I absolutely am open to feedback and criticism. So by all means, if you think we could be doing a better job, please reach out to Demi. Or myself, and I can get you in touch with him. If you're a Twitter expert, and you're an emperor, you're part of our community, we'd love to, support you and helping to support us. So, Pro Degen has been killing it over on Discord, and he has been organizing a lot of that. Um, but again, I mean, we're not looking to hire, a Fiverr Twitter expert. It would only be if you're actually an emperor in the community and would want to help out. Shoot me a DM for sure. So, all right, does that kind of answer it, Bull?
Yeah, I think that's really good. I would just put it a summary that the best thing we can have here is organic, even if it seems to be slow, but slow organic growth because we want everybody in the community to have time to get educated and be here for the long term, not just treat it like a pump and dump and get out and then hurt the protocol and hurt everybody here that has that long term mindset.
For sure. And again, I mean, I get it. When we're hovering around peg or below peg, we'd love to see a quick spike. I think it would help in the short term, but you got to realize that once those people leave, and we may have, maybe 10%, if we're lucky, of those people that stick around, which is great. But we want to focus our efforts on, a little bit more sustainable growth and again, if we had an influx of 1,000 new users, by getting blown up by a major Twitter influencer, we need to have the people ready to educate those people. So it's a slow and steady race, and um, again, that's why we've said in previous AMAs, like there may be the opportunity to extend e-share emissions so that we're not on a time frame of growth and that we can get into 100 million or half a billion or a billion TVL responsibly, not just a flash in the pan. So for sure, and I think it's Pro DJ might even be on. Is he on, Bull? You want to let him talk real fast?
Good to go, bro.
Hey guys.
Hey, Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you
Thanks
want to
for
add to
the
that?
Twitter raid.
Yeah, bro, add to
Yeah.
that for sure. Oh, you there?
You're muted, bro.
Oh, we heard him for a second. Now we lost him.
He has himself on mute.
Oh, you there? You may have to log off and log back on, Pro. All right. Well, if he comes back, I think we lost him. But yeah, again, definitely participate in those Twitter raids if you're on Discord. Again, Pro DJ's been organizing those. And if you are a Twitter expert or have some advice, reach out to me or Demi as well. And we can, again, look into working with you. So, all right, Bull, I think that's it, bro. I don't know, Pro is gonna come back or not. I gotta wrap it up, brother. I have another meeting tonight, and then, like I said, this entire week, the AMAs are gonna be a little bit shorter. So if you have some questions that you're dying to hear or that we have not addressed in previous AMAs, please send me a DM or Bull or any of the admins, and they can make sure that they get it answered in the AMAs. But I want to keep it to about an hour. The rest of this week just because we are really busy trying to get the new Pulse project up and running. So, all right, awesome. Bull, anything else you want to add? Thanks for always being my amazing co-host, bro. I could not do without you, man.
Yeah, man, I'm at a loss for words. Actually, not really. I'm just trying to wrap it up so you can get to the next thing. So, everybody just stay strong, support the new people. Like, share, subscribe on any of the EMP content creators, and show them some love. Show them how to, show them love so that the algorithm shows them love. And we're all algorithmic experts here, so it doesn't take a genius to figure out that like, share, subscribe is just a simple way to invest in your investment.
Perfect. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's a great, great point to end on. So, all right, everyone. Again, thanks for showing up every day, for being here. We're still bumping around peg. We'll go above peg. We'll go below peg. Just let the dust settle. Let the markets kind of figure out what they're going to do, and build your positions. I mean, this is a building phase. So not only are we as a team building in the background new products, and new contracts, but you as an investor should be building your positions, and accumulating, because again, long term, this could be the time where you say, shit, man, I wish I would have bought more when things were down. So again, not financial advice, just the crypto veteran, giving you some firsthand experience. So all right, everyone, thanks again. Good night, good day. We'll see you tomorrow.